Hey everybody, this is Eddie with Colton RV, and I'm so excited to show you this is the new 2021 Thor Sequence 20L. So brand new for this year. They did a few things on this floor plan a little bit different, so we're going to jump right into it. So the first thing I want to touch on with the Thor Sequence, what they do a little bit different. So when we order these chassis from Dodge, we're actually getting a window chassis. So what I mean by that, a lot of the other Class Bs in the market are gonna buy just a straight cargo chassis and cut their own windows into it. They're gonna have a guy, he's gonna have a little router, and he's gonna physically go around and just slap a window in. We're not gonna do that. So we order it from Dodge with the windows in. It's all OEM. It's gonna have all the warranties onto it. You don't have to worry about any of that. As we go down, so new for 2021, this one we did order with the lithium ion package. So we'll talk about that a little bit later, more in depth, but basically that's gonna power everything in the coach, and it's gonna have 11,000 watts of power versus 9,000. So it's gonna do your air conditioner, your microwave, everything there. It's gonna have a separate alternator on the engine, so that's gonna charge up your batteries, and it's also gonna have a solar panel on the roof that's gonna charge up your batteries as well. So that's gonna give you a constant power there. No generator on here. We got rid of the fossil fuels, all power, so you can go off the grid. You can see here, we have our Thule Awning. So everybody knows the name Thule. It's the bike rack that you got on your car. It's the bike rack that you see in Walmart. So Thule is gonna make this awning right here. It's gonna come straight out. It's got the straight arms out the side, and then the supports that you put onto the coach. You can pitch it at any level you want. So if it's raining out, you can dump this side down, you can dump that side down, whatever you wanna do. As we keep moving back, you're gonna have a set of plugs. So I know a lot of people, me myself, I like to go out when I go camping and plug in a refrigerator outside, do a little outdoor kitchen setup. So you can bring your little mini fridge, plug that in. You can do down here, you have a propane connect, so you can bring your grill. You can hook your grill right up to that, pull right off your tanks that you already have. On the back, we're gonna have another Thule accessory. We're gonna have your bike rack. So you can bring 2 bikes on this rack. So this is gonna be your couples coach. You guys can bring your bikes, ride around, whatever you want to do there. It folds up flat for when you are not using it. So, but that can always stay on the back of the coach. So back here, this is going to be the rear bath model. So we're going to talk about the back here a little bit. So down here in our shower compartment, this whole compartment is going to be ABS plastic. So that what that means for you, there's no seams down here to ever leak on you. It's all one piece molded. On this side, we're going to have some storage down here. And this is going to be for your power cord, your sprayer hose, which is going to hook right into the back. So if you do ever want to wash your bikes off, if you want to wash your kayaks that you're bringing off, anything that you want to bring off, the dog, the grandkids, the kids, whoever, you can do it back here. And it's an actual hose. It's not a little dinky outdoor shower. You're just going to have 2 switches back here, one for your light by your dumps and one for your water pump. Reason they put a water pump switch back here, if you are using that sprayer, you can turn it on and off right from there. They're going to give you a 12-volt plug to do some charging if you ever had to from back here, and a GFCI plug, so that way you can run any accessories that you want outside. On this side, when this is closed, obviously this is going to be the back of your bathroom. So here you have your toilet paper holder. This toilet paper holder right here came from the marine industry, and they have a little rubber gasket around it. So that's going to keep your TP dry when it's in there, and this feature is so cool. When you have your toilet paper on there, you can see the gears on there. When you close it, it's actually going to back roll your toilet paper, so you're not going to have pieces sticking out to get wet and lumpy, and nobody wants that. So that's about it for the back here. There is one more thing I want to touch on. You're going to see another Thule accessory. What this is going to be a set of magnets. This is going to be a ladder. So what you do with this, you can come around the side of the coach. Now you are going to have a roof rack up top. So if you want to put your kayaks up there, some luggage up there, you can do that. But what a lot of brands do, they're not going to give you a ladder. And if they do, it's going to be somewhere totally inconvenient. So what you can do with this accessory, it's magnetic, it's rubberized, so it's not going to scratch your coach. You can stick it anywhere you want. And this ladder is going to extend on the ground up to that. So all you do, you unhook it there, walk it all the way up, lean it up against it. The 2 straps will come around, secure it so you can walk up and down. Super simple. When you're done, you just fold it down, put it back in the bathroom, stick that magnet back on the back door, and you're all set to go. We're going to leave it there for now though. So while we're on the side, I do want to show you a few things over here as well. So down here, you're gonna have your dumps. They're all in one spot for you, one dump out. But what Sequence is gonna do, they're gonna give you a light down here. So if you're like me, when I'm leaving the campsite, sometimes it's at night, there's no lighting there because we're doing state parks. This light is gonna allow you to actually see what you're doing at night instead of having to hold a flashlight here and do some dumps like that. That's never convenient. Along with that, you're gonna have your Sani flush. So what that's gonna do, the alternative to not having a black tank flush, you're gonna have to take a hose, stick it down your toilet, wash it out, pull that hose back out and either drag it through your coach or back out the door. It's not a pleasant experience. So this is gonna go right to your black tank. You put a hose to it, it's gonna clean it out. No messing around with the hose in the toilet. As we move down, you're gonna notice there's not a lot of holes cut in the side of this coach. That's because we're running the Truma Combi system. So what that's gonna do, that's gonna do your heat and it's gonna do your hot water all in one system. We'll talk about that a little bit later. City water fill and tank water fill, pretty self-explanatory. City's gonna be running without the tank. Your water fill is gonna be running with the tank. Now, one other cool thing that they do, I haven't seen this on another Class B in the market yet, is they actually give you a place for your sewer hose right in the side. So you're not gonna have to take that hose, you're not gonna have to get a tote, put it inside the unit, and keep that dirty hose anywhere inside the unit. They're gonna have a separate space outside totally dedicated to that. Up top, you can kind of see up there, I don't know if you can get it from this angle, but we're gonna be running the WineGuard 2.0 system up there. So that is going to give you your Wi-Fi capabilities. You can do 4G off of that. You get the chip from your provider or from WineGuard. It's basically running a hotspot for you. So you can work from the coach. You can do anything you need to do from there. And again, this is on the 3500 Promaster series. So let's head on inside and look at some of the features there. All right, so before we head inside, I want to touch on a few things real quick. So with the new lithium ion package, you're going to get a few things. One, it's going to come with two batteries. They're both going to be 5,500 watts, so that's going to give you your 11,000 watts of power. Versus pretty much everybody else on the market today, they're doing about 8,000 to 9,000 watts. We're going to be at 11. That just means you can stay outside longer, you can be outdoors longer without having to charge up. But with that package, you're going to get two things. You're going to get your solar charger. So what that's going to do is that's going to keep those batteries maintained. So if you are going out to, the campground and you're out there and you don't want to run your motor, this is going to keep those batteries charged up so you can still use everything. And then you're going to get your Master Volt inverter. This is just the screen to access it. But the cool thing about Master Volt is Master Volt's actually going to install all their products into this coach themselves. So this is all done by Master Volt. They're using the Master Volt system, the Master Volt batteries. I think they have somewhere around 40,000 batteries on the market right now. And they came from the marine industry. So and that panel just slaps right back on there real easy. So as we head inside here, you're going to notice right here, you're going to have your kitchen area as soon as you walk in. So the cool thing that Sequence does is they're going to give you your classic 2-burner, nothing too fancy about it. It's just going to run off propane, but they are going to give you the glass top for it. So that way that's going to be a prep space for you. They're going to give you a prep space over top of your sink that you can use as a cutting board. And they're also going to give you right here a countertop extension that pulls out as a cutting board as well. So for all your prep space here, you're going to have a plug, and again, that's going to run everything off your lithium ion. So you can do your coffee from here, you can do your USB charging, anything you need to do here. Set up a blender, and your counter space here, this is going to be all prep area. So you can prep here, anywhere on here before you need to cook. So you actually have a lot of space in the small Class B. Along with this, you can also swivel your seat. You can use this as a desk area. Anything you really need to do up here. You're going to have storage above the driver and passenger up in here. That's great for if you want to throw maps up there, anything you're going to need to do while you're driving. Behind that, you're going to have an additional storage compartment up above, perfect for your sunshade for the top, anything else. And you're going to have these cabinets all around the coach. Nothing but storage. So they actually fit a lot in this little Class B. A lot of storage. And you're going to have even some drawers down below. That's going to be your pet drawer, so you can put their water or their food in there. Hopefully not the water while you're driving. And then you're going to have another storage bay there. So you have a lot of storage in a Class B this size. If you look in this front cabinet though, So this is where you're going to have your Truma Combi system. So what that system does, that's going to do your hot water and your heat inside the coach. It's going to be a radiant heat. It's going to use it almost like a radiator in the house, the baseboard heat, and that's all going to run off of propane. Now the cool thing is you can hook that and the screen up front that does all your lights and everything to your phone, so you can control everything from your iPhone or your Android. As we're moving back, this is going to be the twin bed model. So these twin beds can come together to form a full, but behind here, you're actually going to have seat belts. So even if you never use them, at least you have them. You can seat belt people back here, the kids, the grandkids, whoever's coming with you. You have the optional if you need it. Along with that, I also want to show you too, you're going to have this really nice spring system down below here. A lot of other Class Bs are just putting it on straight wood. So the spring system is really going to help your back. It's going to be a lot more residential, just like in your house. So, and again, you can tilt these up. When you're not using these as a backrest, they come down flat, and that's what forms your bed in between. You are going to have a table that goes in between also, so you can do your eating back here, playing cards, whatever you want to do back here. When you're not using it, it goes down into the bed. Now, and another thing I want to touch on too, I'm almost 6 foot, I'm 5'11". You actually have 75 inches of interior height in this Class B. A lot of Class Bs I almost don't even fit in. So that takes a lot of people out of the market looking for a Class B anywhere over 6 foot. But here you can see I have plenty of room here still. So as we move to the back here, I want to touch on just a few things in the bathroom. So this is going to be a wet bath, so you're going to have everything in here. But you're going to have a lot of counter space, and I don't know if we can get that in the shot there. But that's all going to be spots to hang up your clothes, put towels in there, whatever you need in there. You're going to have a few drawers below. You are going to have a fan in here so you can get all the steam out when you're taking your shower. Curtain that goes along the back so it closes off the windows. A towel rack. And then you're even going to have your sink right built into the wall. So that comes out, your sink comes out here, and now you can wash your hands, do whatever you want in here without having to go out there and use that sink. Folds right up for convenience. You're going to have a medicine cabinet right here. Put all your stuff in here. And then again, this is a total ABS system. So there's no seams in here. It's one-piece molded floor, one-piece molded sides. Curtain comes all the way around, completely closes everything off. So one of the last things I want to touch on here is going to be your BM Pro system. So what this system does, it's essentially a screen that controls everything in the coach. You can do all your lighting from here. We can do total coach lights off, total coach lights on. We can do our water pump, our temperature. We can do all our tank readings, tank heaters, awning, climate control again, lights. Now this is going to tell you all your fuel levels, so your battery and your propane levels. So that's going to show us both the coach and the chassis batteries, and then just your fans here, your kitchen vent fans and all that. Now the cool thing about the system though, you can connect this to your phone. It is an Android-based product, but they do have an Apple app out there as well. You can connect that to your phone, control everything from here. So if you're coming back to your coach at night, you just came back from dinner, it's dark out like it's getting right now, you hit the button while you're walking up, your whole coach lights up, you're not coming into a dark coach. Also, you can control all your heat from it too, which is awesome. If you're out, you want to turn the heat down, up, you can do it all that you want there. All right, so up here, we're going to have, in your cockpit area, we're going to have your Pioneer screen. So we're going to put a little bit bigger screen up here. It's going to be 9 inches. It's wired into the OBD port, and it's going to do your Sirius XM, your radio, backup camera, but it's also going to do Apple CarPlay, which is awesome. So you can do your maps right off your phone. You can do Pandora, Waze, any of that stuff that you're going to use on your phone, just like you would in your vehicle. All right, so we're going to move over here. So up here, you got a lot of your standard Dodge chassis stuff, but this is where we're going to be a little bit different. So we're actually going to have power mirrors. Press one button, they come in. Press one button, they go out, which is super convenient. And this is where we're going to be different than a lot of brands. So in a lot of other brands, you're not going to have an emergency start switch. What that means is, let's say you're leaving in the morning, you have to be home at noon to get to work, and all of a sudden your batteries are dead. So you don't have many choices but to call somebody and wait for a jump start or push it home. And I don't think anybody's pushing this home. So what the emergency start does is, if your batteries are dead up front for your chassis, you can actually pull off your lithium ion batteries, start the coach, get those alternators running, charge all your batteries back up. So that's pretty much it with the store sequence. If you have any other questions, don't be afraid to reach out to us. Again, my name's Eddie, and I'm with Colton RV. So thanks for watching.